When it comes to getting the best bang for your buck, the new Honor 5X should likely be sitting at the top of your list. Priced at $200 in the US and €250 over in Europe, this device has quite a bit to offer. The phone's equipped with a 5.5-inch 1080p display, Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor, 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage. And it even has an aluminum body, fingerprint sensor, 13 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel selfie cam, and a 3000 mAh battery. It also has a microSD card slot and dual SIM support. But the question is it any good? For a $200 phone, the design of the Honor 5X is quite nice. Honor claims to have drawn design inspiration from the iconic Guggenheim Museum in Spain, but it's honestly not that much different from other metal phones Huawei has released recently. The aluminum finish feels pretty nice in the hand, but the overall design feels a little bit cheap due to the plastic panels at the top and the bottom that aren't fully flush with the main body. The chamfered edge around the fingerprint sensor does give the phone a touch of class, but that's immediately negated when you flip the phone around and notice the cutout in the built-in screen protector around the front-facing camera and speaker that sit above the display. The display itself works well. It's not that often that you're treated to a 1080p display on a phone at this price point. It's bright enough to see in direct sunlight and does pretty good at extreme angles. The default color tone is a little bit cooler than what we're typically used to, but that's easily tweaked in the settings. The standout feature of the Honor 5X is its fingerprint sensor. It's the same component used on the Nexus 6P and Huawei's Mate 8, but the Honor software team have taught it a few new tricks. In addition to unlocking the phone, the fingerprint sensor can recognize a handful of gestures. A long press will return you to the home screen, answer a phone call, silence an alarm, or snap a picture while the camera app is open. Swiping down will open the notification panel, and a swipe up will show you your most recent apps. Performance isn't one of the 5X's strong suits. Benchmark scores are quite disappointing, and the phone's UI is frustratingly laggy, dropping frames while swiping through the home screen on a regular basis. It's as if Honor's software team forgot to optimize the EMUI build of Android 5.1 for the phone. That being said, the phone does actually do pretty good for gaming, as long as you steer clear of titles with enhanced visual effects. Casual games like Lara Croft Go, Horizon Chase, or even Threes do quite well, but we wouldn't recommend loading up the latest Need for Speed games or any of those first-person shooters from Gameloft. Like the Huawei Mate 8, the Honor 5X is running EMUI 3.1, but this time around it's running on Android 5.1.1. As usual, there's no app drawer, and the overall OS feels like it's trying to emulate Apple's iOS. But there are a few things that we do enjoy. You can customize the on-screen navigation bar by changing the order of the buttons, or even adding an extra button that will open the notification panel. Another tweak that's nice is the ability to jump back to the last app you were using by simply long pressing the multitasking button. The front and rear cameras on the 5X are in line with what you would expect from a mid-range phone at this price point. Images are adequate at best. Taking a picture in outdoors in a sunny day is your best chance at getting a good picture. But even then, you'll notice quite a bit of noise when zooming in, and the colors can turn out quite dull. We recommend keeping the HDR feature turned on at all times, just so that the images have a bit of life to them. The camera does manage to pull in enough light for low light shots, but it does so by decreasing the shutter speed, leading to a lot of motion blur in images if you don't have a steady hand. Images from the selfie cam around the front can turn out pretty good, just as long as you turn off the beauty mode, which manages to turn even a good picture into a smudgy mess. When spending $250 or even $300, you'd be lucky if the phone was equipped with a 2500 mAh battery. The Honor 5X gives you an even 3000 mAh, more than enough to give most users a full day's battery life on a single charge. Heavy users should easily be able to manage 11 hours of use with 4.5 to 5 hours of screen on time. The Honor 5X is a mixed bag. You get a lot of great sounding specs, but the phone's performance just isn't that great. That being said, this is definitely the phone to consider if you're looking for a mid-range smartphone. It's perfect for kids or a smartphone user who simply wants the basics. The camera and laggy UI are a bit of an issue, but we could see improvements to both of those in future software updates from Honor. We'd love to hear your take on the Honor 5X. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. We've also got other videos in the works, so don't forget to subscribe to our channel.